The Real Deal in Real Estate is back, and our experts are here to make sure you don't have a real estate nightmare while you're transactioning your dream home. All right, here now is Chong Yi. He's the senior mortgage banker at Apex Home Loans, and here for the first time is Janine Waxman. She's a realtor for the Waxman team at Long and Foster. Thank you so much for coming in again. And Janine, welcome.
Good morning.
Thanks, Chris.
Good morning. All right, so avoiding those nightmares. Let's talk about financing first. What counts when you're looking for financing?
Well, there's a lot that counts, Chris. You know, it's funny. I was just in Costa Rica for a retreat, and I flew in this morning, and boy, my arm's tired.
All right, there you go.
Well, anyway, so we were down there with a lot of my colleagues from around the country, and we were masterminding, and the topic that came up the most was this topic of like borrowers nowadays going to discount lenders.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong with that. But I think oftentimes in our society, we try to commoditize everything, and we look for everything with just price. And what ends up happening is, it's well and good if you're buying a TV or a bowl of Fruit Loops or something, right?
Right.
So it's well and good because it's all price. There's really nothing that's really going to keep you from buying that television or any type of item. Problem is when you're getting a mortgage, there's a lot more involved, right? So it's a lot like solving a puzzle, right?
Okay.
So there's so much involved. Not everyone knows how to solve that puzzle, but if you know how to solve that puzzle, you can get to the finish line.
You have an example. It's a good story.
Absolutely. So recently we had a borrower, self-employed borrower, very, very complicated loan. And
So it's not just one W-2, here's what I make, boom, that's it. So it's something else.
Absolutely. There's different qualification factors that we look for in trying to determine what the qualifying income is to be. And not to get into the minutia, but it's a very complicated process. So had the borrower come in, we figured it all out, solved the puzzle. Everything was good to go. And of course, they started looking for the home. They found the home. They made the offer on the home. And then, you know what? They were ratified. They came to an agreement. So at the last minute, they should have been very happy, moved forward. Well, they decided to move on with a different lender.
At last minute, it doesn't sound right at all.
And it happens a lot, and it's okay. It's the prerogative of the consumer. Well, here's the issue. A few weeks later, they came back to us and said, hey, Chong, unfortunately, I don't know what to do. They denied our loan.
Wow. Then what happened?
So, of course, we knew how to fix it. We had to do it in the first place. So we figured it out. Fortunately enough, we knew the listing agent on the property, and they agreed to let us have a couple weeks of extension.
Look at that. Good news. That's a nice story ender. Janine, you have a nice story ender for us? And you're going to talk about HOA sales, right?
I had a situation recently where a condo went under contract almost immediately. The buyer was very excited. However, she was not so excited to live in the same building as her ex-husband, who was also under contract in the same building. She had not received her condo docs yet, and she was able to break the contract without penalty because she had not received the condo docs in a timely manner. I always tell my clients, get those condo docs out as soon as you can, because there is a rescission period where a buyer can walk away from the contract without penalty.
Now, her husband's not on that condo doc, right? That was just her excuse. It has nothing to do with the condo doc. And she goes, hey, I've got an out.
It had nothing to do with the condo docs, but she was able to do that. The condo went under contract eventually anyway, but the point is that if you live in a condo, a co-op, or an HOA, to get those documents to the buyer as soon as possible.
Is it easy to get those? Where do you get them?
Sometimes there's a little red tape. So you'll want to make sure that you've got a point of contact ahead of time, know how to get those documents in a timely manner, because until the buyer has them in hand, the clock does not officially start to toll.
That's funny you say know how to get them. I didn't know there was them. Okay, and that's kind of interesting. You got to be aware, and you got to understand there's a lot of things you got to hoops you got to jump through. Just like saying the sentence. A couple of hoops you got to jump through. Yes.
Can I give you a nightmare?
Yes.
Okay, so recently I as you know, I went to Costa Rica.
Yeah.
And I fly down there, and I get there around 8 o'clock. went to turn on my TV.
Yeah.
Biggest nightmare in the world. Couldn't watch Great Day Washington.
Oh, boy, that's a terrible nightmare. Couldn't do it. Well,
It's a 3-day nightmare, Chris.
Go online.
3-day nightmare.
Chong, you're amazing. Hey, listen to this. By the way, if you, my friends, if you act now, you can take advantage of his fall special and get $1,500 combined credit towards a new home. Go to therealdealdmv.com or you can call 240-422-8871 now to take advantage of this special offer. Again, it's $1,500 towards a new home. Just call the number, just check out the website on your screen and you're good to go. That sounds good. Thanks again for coming in. You guys are
Thanks,
awesome.
Chris.
Great. All right, come